I rubbed my slippery eyes repeatedly before sitting on the bed. For some minutes, I stood up and walked towards the kitchen. "Good morning, ma," I greeted as I sat on the stool beside my mom. "Good morning, my daughter. How was your night?" my mom asked, still stirring the soup on the stove. "Great, mama," I answered as I adjusted the stool. When my mom turned towards me, "Why are you still sitting here? Come on, go and sweep the compound and prepare your sibling for school," my mom said immediately she saw me sitting. "Mommy, I had a dream today about Chinaza." I and Chinaza has been friends since primary school, and I can tell you Chinaza family are very poor. She often followed me home to eat with me, but things took a drastic turn for them when we got to secondary school after our elder sister traveled out of the country, and life changed for them. Chinaza dad completed the house he was unable to complete for years, and she also sent her mom money to open a youth store. Chinaza's mom's shop was huge. There was nothing you won't see inside her shop. Life has changed for them. Chinaza dad also bought himself a new Toyota car and also built another house, while Mom Chinaza took the women title in just a space of 1 year. I was happy for them. While Chinaza began to mingle with the big girls and boys in school, she rarely talks to me, and we both can walk past each other without greeting. Even though she still talks to me, but not as usual. She only comes to me when she has an assignment for me to do for her. Few weeks before our examination, I saw Chinaza with a new phone. I immediately knew it was a new phone cause her sister had promised to buy her an iPhone. "Is that your new phone?" I asked, and she said it was hers. One discussion led to another, and she told me about leaving this country, that her sister wanted her to come down to the country. Normally, I had heard a lot of tales, so I asked her whether she had a visa, and her reply was, "What will visa help me with?" I just exactly had an idea of what her sister was doing over there. How can you move to a country without passport or visa? I didn't want to discourage her, but I told her that what if the police catches you? She got angry and said I said her sister was a prostitute. When did I say that? She got angry and left after some serious warning. Few hours later, her mom and her friends with Chinaza and her brother came knocking at our door. It took the grace of God that day, else they would have done something to me that I won't have forgotten in an hurry. Few months after our examination, I didn't see Chinaza in the village, and her mom went around the village telling everyone that her daughter has traveled outside the country and will soon be a billionaire immediately she landed. Few months we didn't hear from Mama Chinaza nor her family. I had a dream one day. In that dream, I saw Chinaza crying. She told me she didn't know they were taking a ship across the sea, that many young girls died, that they were even raped inside the ship. Refused to do so, they would throw you into the deep sea. She said she was able to land successfully. She thought that after meeting her sister, life would change, but no, she was faced with more cruelty by her sister. Her sister had called 10 men to sleep with her, according to her, so she could be strong and ready for many more customers. She also was shocked realizing what her sister was doing. She confronted her sister, but she beat Chinaza. She began to bleed from the beating and the bottle her sister used on her, but no one took her to the hospital, and her sister didn't pity her. The men began to sleep with her. When it got to the third man, she finally gave up the ghost. She regretted why she didn't listen to the warning sign, that her parents had told her there was nothing to fear, since her elder sister was there without knowing what she signed up for. She told me she wanted to rest, but she couldn't because her sister had hid her corpse, and it was already decaying. I walked from that dream by my younger sister. Sister Rita, Sister Rita, Mommy is calling you, my sister said, realizing I was now awake before she left. I rubbed my slippery eyes repeatedly before sitting on the bed. For some minutes, I stood up and walked towards the kitchen. Good morning, Ma, I greeted as I sat on the stool beside my mom. Good morning, my daughter. How was your night? My mom asked, still stirring the soup on the stove. Great, Mama, I answered as I adjusted the stool. When my mom turned towards me, why are you still sitting here? Come on, go and sweep the compound and prepare your sibling for school, my mom said immediately she saw me sitting. Mommy, I had a dream today about Chinaza, I told her. About Chinaza, she asked, dropping the spoon and turning her full attention to what I was saying. There is this thing about me. Since when I was younger, whenever I dreamed, it's almost like a prophecy. They always came to pass. I can't even count how many times my dream has saved my dad and people around me. Yes, Mama, I answered. In the dream, Chinaza was crying. She told me about how her sister had killed her and hid her corpse, and now she couldn't rest. She was about to tell me something when Rose woke me. We were both silent for about 12 seconds before my mom broke to silence. Rita, 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 my mom called. Ma, I answered. How many times did I call you? She asked. 3 times, Mama. Good. You remember the last time Chinaza family came with their troubles? How did you escape? It was only God else. You know. See, I don't want you to mingle with that family. Don't ever put your mouth in that affair. Chinaza is okay. You will soon do and go to the university and travel abroad legitimately. Did I make myself clear? Mama, what if I see her in my dream again? I asked reluctantly. Rita, tell her that your mother said she should tell her family and not you that you can't do it. Okay, Mama, I answered. I walked back slowly. My mind was disturbed. I couldn't focus on anything that day. I really have dreams these days, and Chinaza of all people, this dream must be real. Night arrived and I slept soundly again. I saw her this time. We were walking in a lonely path. Rita, please help me. I'm roaming about without no destination. Please, Rita, I want to rest. My sister wants to sell my body part. I lied to my mom that I ran away. Chinaza, I don't want to get into any trouble. Please, I can't help you. Rita, please. I know I have never treated you right, but please help a friend, she said. Rita, why don't you tell your brother? He can help you. I told her, no, I can't enter his dream. His spirit is not sensitive enough. What about your mom? I asked. No, I can't assess her. She doesn't have a pure heart. What about your dad? I asked also. No, I can't. He has a strange power guarding his dream. You know your mother. I can't tell her anything. She won't even believe me, I responded. I know that I just needed your help. Before my sister left this country, she consulted a spiritualist to help her so that police won't be able to catch her. She becomes invisible, and the spirit of the young girl she has killed can't affect or touch her. I need you to help me with something, she said. So you mean you aren't the first person? No, I am not, she answered. And what's that? I need you to. She was still speaking when she paused, looking everywhere. Rita, she called, holding my hand securely while gazing at everywhere fearfully. Yes, I answered, looking at her because I didn't see anything reasonable why she was scared. What is it? I asked her. Rita, you are now in the land of the dead, Chinaza said, looking at everywhere, scared. And then it clicked to me that I was now dead. Rita, what? I asked. No. I can never be dead. I need to return to life. She helped me get back to life. I kept crying as I heard her arms. Who said you were dead? She softly asked. You said I was dead? I didn't say you were dead, she responded. So why are you scaring me now? I asked as I wiped my tears. You are not dead, but you are dying. What do you mean? I don't want to die. She helped me. I cried as I heard her. Rita, I will help you. You're not dead yet. Please do help me. How can I help you if you don't get me back to life? Rita, calm down. I know the road back to life. You just need to pray. If you scream, the God of the dead will notice you and won't let you go, she said. Okay, follow me. I will get you back, Chinaza said. Hold my hand tight. Don't let me go, she strutted as we retreated our step in the dark. It was more dark as we returned. Unlike when we walked in, it wasn't this dark. We were still walking when we came across a very huge man wearing an animal skin clothes. His eyes were red. He had two doubles of Rita, Chinaza called, pulling me back, and I bent closer to her so I could hear whatever she wanted to tell me. Rita, don't look at him in the eyes, and when he calls your name, don't answer him. If you do, you won't be able to return, and we are getting close to life. Pretend as if you're not going towards that light direction, and in case I tell you to run like your life depends on it, and get your leg as fast towards the light, Chinaza said in a low voice enough for me to hear. Understood, I said as I kept my eyes down while I held she tightly. The man kept his eyes on me and Chinaza while we walked slowly, so he won't suspect anything, or so he won't call the attention of others to us. We had already walked past him when he turned and called us. Hey, you two small girls, come here. He called. My heart leaped and jumped immediately. My grip on Chinaza's are tightened, but she reassured me by squeezing my hand softly, and we walked towards him, my heart beating heavily and rapidly. Where are you two going? He asked, still glancing at us.